It is 11 o'clock, Vancouver time, LA time, San Francisco time, or whatever time you want to call it in your part of the world. Hello everyone, it's Rob here at vidIQ with your regular dose of the Friday feeling, even though for you, it might not be Friday feeling. As always, if you are joining this live stream, make sure to say hello and let me know where you are in the world on this wonderful day of all days where most of us get to enjoy a weekend. So, Cookie Man Boy, Coops Guy, 3D Modelling, Chazinator, Mummy and more, hello all to you. Do let me know where you are in the world, and I'm going to show you something interesting in my part of the world in a few minutes. The Doberman Guy, hello to you, one of our moderators, still living in Portugal after a week. Well done. I think Portugal is probably quite a nice place to be at this time of year. Curious Creator is in my old neck of the woods, Warwickshire. Well, I say old neck of the woods. I'm from the UK, but not from Warwickshire. Hello to you too. JAB's Adventures, another one of our moderators. Hello to you. Morg's channel. SDES6, Sidsec. Yeah, sometimes I don't get these usernames right. G versus R Gaming from Bangkok, Thailand. Wow. You're pretty much literally the other side of the world to me. Coops Guys from New York in the USA. MMP Cody, hello to you in South Illinois. Super User Tech Mods, hello to you from the UK. Christopher Duxbury, hello to you. I remember where you live. You live in Calgary, and I have something interesting to show you in a couple of minutes. Mummy and more from Suffolk. GLCV, Greenleaf City Videos, hello to you. Mikey Slice, we are not doing channel reviews today. Technics, hello to you in India. CBVTV, howdy there. Trooper Gaming from Birmingham, is that Birmingham, Alabama or Birmingham, UK? Do let me know. I could probably do an accent for both of those areas actually. I'm from Birmingham in the UK, or I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. No, I can't do an American accent. New Jersey there for Anna Adventure Toy Reviews, another one of our moderators. Hello, Cookie Man Boy there in the UK. Musarat from Pakistan. Wiki Pamela representing from Washington State, just south of the border from me. Question for you, is it snowing where you live? Because I'm going to show you something in a minute. JJR Survival, hello to you. And your Real Estate Whisperer, I cannot do a Louisiana accent, so please don't ask. I think I can do a Liverpudlian accent, not very well, a Geordie accent, Australian if I do certain words, but yeah, I'm probably absolutely terrible about this. So, yeah, welcome to the Friday feeling, and I'm trying to make this as relaxed as possible this week. Every week I'm trying to get more and more relaxed. One day you'll see me with just my feet up. So I do have the glass of water as usual, but also, and this is probably terrible for live streaming, but I've got some grapes here. I'm going to be eating them throughout this live stream. So maybe you can actually hear me up against a microphone. Can you hear that? So that's just an attempt to make me as relaxed as possible for these live streams. And before I go into anything else, I just want to test something. The reason why this live stream might be looking a little weird with the lighting all wrong is because I'm using a different program. It's used for doing interviews with people. And yesterday I did this fantastic interview with Leon Hart. If you haven't watched it, do go and watch it. This guy's runs a huge Pokemon channel, 300,000 subscribers. And everything was going right, and I'd found a new thing to use on this program called Zoom, which allows a virtual background. But then when I watched the live stream over, and the Doberman guy, one of the moderators, just told me that I sounded as if I wasn't in sync. So what I want you to do now is tell me, do I sound as if I'm in sync? In other words, with the words that I'm saying out of my lips versus the microphone, does it all sound in sync? Let me know. I'd really appreciate that. And then I'm going to do a test afterwards. Yeah, I know I'm looking very white in this one, Anna's Adventure Toys result. I'm not really set up the lighting. If I could maybe turn some lights on, but then it just makes it look even more white. So as I say, this is a bit of a relaxed one. So people are saying, yes, my lips are synced. Okay, now, if I do this... oops, not that. If I do this, which is to put in a virtual background, now tell me, do I sound as if I'm in sync? Because I think there's maybe about a half second or a second delay, and that screwed up my side of the live stream yesterday, and I had no idea until after the live stream that this was going on my end. So yeah, people are now saying no, it's not in sync. So yeah, lessons learned. It means that I shouldn't have a virtual backdrop on my interviews. Yeah, thank you. Audio is awful now, so that didn't work, and that was really frustrating. But yeah, that's one of the things you got to do when you're live streaming. You try things and then they don't work, and then you just have to give up and not try it in the future. And I'd love to turn on my webcam here now, but I can't because there's something else coming up later on. This is a bit of a secret, and I'm not going to reveal that secret until a little later on. There might be somebody in this live stream who knows what that secret is at the moment, but we're going to keep that under wraps until we've got through some of the more casual part of a live stream as I have my lovely grapes here. So thanks for the feedback there on the audio sync. Really do appreciate it, and that's one of the reasons for having these casual live streams. It means I can experiment with things and talk to you directly as a community. So this is the thing I wanted to show you. Ow, I've just run over my foot. Oh, that's very painful. Ow, I just ran over my foot with the chair there. So everything's going wrong here. Right. As some of you know, I live in Vancouver, in Canada, and it's not as cold as it is elsewhere in Canada. Once you go over the Rockies, as well as Calgary, where Christopher lives, and Toronto, it's freezing and there's all sorts going on, and it snows all the time. But for us, in downtown Vancouver, it's quite mild during the summer. But occasionally you do get some adverse weather. So I want to show you something right now. Bear with me a second. It is snowing like crazy out there at the moment. Again, probably to most Canadians this doesn't feel like much, but that's what's happening right outside my house. So I am going to be going for a wonderful winter walk after the end of this live stream just to take some pictures. But yeah, if you want to know what a snowy scene looks like, that's kind of what it looks like, and it makes me really thankful that I do work from home, so I never have to worry about all that stuff going on out there. So yeah, one of the things I might be doing, I've said this before, but we didn't actually do it last week, is I might be going snowshoeing this weekend up in the mountains in Vancouver, where there's obviously lots of snow. So let me know what your plans are for this weekend. I know we've not talked any YouTube stuff yet, but if you're doing any YouTube videos, I want to know what you're up to, and yeah, how are you going to spend your weekend. JJR Survival is saying, apparently there's some snow forecast at last in the UK. So, yeah, enjoy the snow. It's usually completely disrupts the entire country and brings it to a standstill. And that is actually a little similar in Vancouver, because even though it's a Canadian city, they're not that equipped for snow, and this is probably going to cause chaos on the roads much later on. Anna Adventure Toys Review is having a family day at the church this weekend. Good for you. Plans for the weekend from Juan Diaz are always working on YouTube videos, and you're dropping one today. Good luck with that video. Chazinator is thinking of doing some pen drawings with your 3D pen. That's interesting. What does a 3D pen do? Tell us, Chazinator. Hello to Pair of Paradise. Hello to you, sir. He was our first live interview person last week, and his weekend plans are finishing up redesigning his recording area. And I did post a picture on Twitter about his recording space, where you can see pretty much this is your recording space, which represents about 5% of a room, and then the rest is an absolute mess, as you can see here. But thank you again, Pair of Paradise, for joining, and I'm going to be in touch with you soon, probably later on today, about something that I'm working on. What else do we have? G versus R, clearing up some thumbnails for my videos and hopefully recording some more. Digital Jedi Master is going out to eat thanks to a tax refund. What else do we have? Nymix 101 working on YouTube social media app parody. That sounds like an interesting one. Potential viral video there. Final touches on my channel trailer from That Dad. And That Dad told me that I think you had 120,000 hours of watch time this month or something on one of your channels. So fantastic for you. We'll go on to some success stories later on, of course. Luby Lulu Gamer, spending time with your children this weekend before you put new videos out next week. JGR Survival has no plans for the weekend except overhauling my channel using the advice from my channel review. Yep, so some people are asking, do I do channel reviews today? No, those channel reviews are done on a Tuesday, like JJR got one on Tuesday, so make sure you do join them. Question from Mikey Slice. What program do you use for live streaming? You should be using OBS. It's free and awesome. Yes, I do use OBS, but in order to interview people, I need something like Google Hangouts, or what I use is Zoom. So it allows two people to be on this screen, because with OBS, you're just using your direct webcam. So that's a quick answer to that. But yeah, OBS is effectively what you see all around me here, all the graphics and stuff. But this bit here is currently from Zoom. Michael Daniels, thank you very much for the super chat here. Nice to meet you yesterday. Yes, so I was on Tim Schmoyer's Hangout. He does a Patreon Hangout every week. And glad to help that it worked with a virtual background. So yes, thank you for setting me up with that, but then curse you because it didn't work. No, I'm only joking. I think actually you might be seeing me on one of maybe Michael Daniels's live stream soon. We're trying to get together an interview. So yeah, thank you for your super chat. Really much appreciated. And we'll certainly be hooking up soon for some good collaboration of some sort. Christopher Duxbury, big focus this week is a live stream on Sunday and creating some videos about the Calgary creators community. That is awesome. Working with local community video creators. It's really good stuff working on collaboration stuff. So I think you're doing all the right YouTube things there, Christopher. Brilliant work. What else do we have? Pixel Guy, this is my first time on this series here, so welcome to the Casual Friday live stream. I'm forgetting to eat my grapes here. Do we have anybody else doing anything interesting this weekend before we move on to the next topic? Luke Outdoors is going fishing. So yeah, Mikey Slice, that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm cropping the Zoom window, and you may see that in effect later on, but I'm keeping that a little one close to my nose at the moment. Chazanator's now got back to us with an answer about what the 3D pen is. It's an electric pen that turns drawings into 3D. Like if you want to draw a flower, instead of it being flat on paper, it turns it into 3D. Oh, cool. So that is that done through sensitivity of a pen, or do you sort of manipulate the image as you're drawing? Interesting. I have no artistic talent, by the way. So yeah, please don't ask me to draw anything, because that would be a complete disaster. What else do we have? Sorceress Studios, thanks for your channel review. I'm following all of your advice, like optimizing thumbnails. Brilliant. I appreciate any feedback you have for vidIQ when we're doing those channel reviews, and hopefully with each one I'll continue to improve. Again, that's on Tuesdays. Luby Lulu Gamer asked, do you have to pay for Zoom, which is what I'm using here? No, it's free. There is a paid tier, but I've not had to use a paid section of it so far. Cookie Man Boy is working on a stream you're doing tomorrow, so good luck there. I hope that goes well. And Pixel Guy, the big focus this weekend is a redesign of my channel from the ground up. That sounds like a big task, and I wish you all the best with that. But it is good to sometimes just separate yourself off from doing videos. Like you can get caught up in the idea of just making nothing but videos, and it's like, right, okay, I need to spend 3 or 4 hours on the things that seem less important but last for longer. Like the channel redesign will probably set you up for the next 6 to 12 months, where a video could last no more than 48 hours. So yeah, maybe let us know in next week's live stream. We'll try and direct ourselves to Pixel Guy's channel, and maybe we'll have a mini group channel review to see what it looks like. Okay, let's move on from what we're doing this weekend. I want to know what your success stories have been this week. In terms of YouTube, have you got like broken a milestone? Obviously, it was the monetization deadline this week. Did you make it into that monetization group, or are you working towards that? I want to know any success stories. If you follow us on Twitter, I've been posting a success story every day about people who've been working really hard this last month to hit those monetization requirements, and some of the stories are really inspirational about how it's just remotivated them to push on, or they've just had that stroke of luck of being in the right place at the right time, which has really propelled their channel. So yeah, any success stories you have from YouTube this week, I want to hear of them here and now. If you want to take a success story from vidIQ this week, I think on Wednesday we had our best day ever for, I'm not sure if it was views, but certainly watch time. Something like, I think it was like 25,000 minutes of watch time perhaps on Wednesday, which was brilliant. And I think that was down to 2 videos I did, just following that monetization theme, following a trend, and that was brilliant. But that's enough of vidIQ. I want to know what your success stories are here. Super User Tech Mods hit 1,500 subscribers and got 2 sponsors. Brilliant work there. So that's a good idea for generating income outside of YouTube's AdSense and monetization. You've now got sponsors on board. Brilliant work there. I made a video about my channel and monetization not bothering me something to work with, says RevDyer84. I'm going to say Edens. I would not be able to pronounce your first. Well, let's give it a try. Schilder's Birthrift, Edens. I got to talk to Hornbach, a big company. Brilliant. So are you trying to set up a sponsorship there, or is that for an interview? Always good to network. JJR Survivals has had a few successful live streams. Anna Adventures Toy Reviews has surpassed 4,000 hours of watch time. Congratulations to you. RevDyer84 has 90 subscribers. Chazinator is my goal this week is to get rid of this horrible cold. So there's always goals to be had somewhere. Did you succeed with that? That Dad is on track for 400,000, is that minutes or hours of watch time this month, plus 400 subs, and added 4 new sponsors. So everybody's working on sponsors. Is that the new trend now, that people are going after companies to get sponsorship? If so, brilliant work. It's certainly a better way to earn more money off of YouTube if you can do that. So yeah, I'd maybe like to hear your stories about how you're getting those sponsorships. That would be lovely to hear. Marvy Games has now 107 subscribers. Chazinator update with a cold here. It hasn't quite gone yet, but we do wish you the best of luck there. Musarat has 150 plus subscribers now. Wiki Pamela had a video hit 13,000 views when all your others have 100 views. There we are. That's your breakthrough video. Congratulations to you. My advice, have a look at that video, double down on it. If it's about a particular topic, make follow-up content on that video, because YouTube has decided that for whatever reason, on that particular video, you are some sort of authority above your usual standing for your channel. So yeah, capitalize as much as possible if you can. Man of Hack, 80,000 watch time again this month. Excellent. Well done to you, sir. The Doberman guy, I keep growing my channel. Not much, but a lot more than when I used to have. Would love to include a live stream. Just don't know how with my content type. My advice to you, Doberman, is whenever you say something like don't know how to do something with a live stream, just do it and see what happens. I did my first live stream just before Christmas on vidIQ, not having a clue what I was doing, but I just went for it. And this is it, and now you guys and girls are almost starting to shape the way these live streams work. So yeah, I've had these 2 grapes in my hands for about a minute now, so I'm going to eat them. Baby Tiger has 140 subs now. Luke Outdoors 176 subs. Niamax still 69 subs, which is a very interesting number, certainly. We are a very PG show here, so we'll leave it there. Your Real Estate Whisperer. I was interviewed for my real estate videos I do. Awesome. Was that for another channel, or was that to put on your own channel? Mark Korn should be hitting 28,000 minutes of watch time in the next 4 weeks. Excellent work for you, sir. Michael Daniels, 976 subs. He is just 24 subs away from 1,000 subscribers. So we don't usually do sub for sub here, but it's almost like if you want to, okay, let's pitch it this way. Go to Michael Daniels' channel now and just check it out. See if it's stuff of interest. I think I'm going to be on that channel at some point with an interview. So I think you should all hop on over there. And if you think his content is valuable and he has a message and spreading a message that attracts you to his content, subscribe. Let's see if we can get him up to near 1,000 by the end of this live stream. But not in a sub for sub way. Let me stress that. We want to help out and watch his content in the future. That's what you get for a super chat, I think, there, Michael. An extra double bit of pushing. Christopher Duxbury says, he agrees. I do live stream on the last Sunday of every month, and I just hang out with people who support the channel, and they almost guide the conversation. Absolutely, and this is exactly what's happening on this live stream here. JJR Survival says he thinks live streams really spike watch time on analytics. They do. If you do a live stream, let's look at it from this point of view. We probably have about 30 to 50 people in a live stream at the moment. I don't have the page up, so I can't work out exactly how many that is. And if you're all going to watch for an hour, that's like 50 hours of watch time for very little actual video work. I mean, this live stream is self-contained. Once it's done, I don't have to do any more work on it. But obviously, I'm not doing live streams all the time. This is just one aspect of vidIQ. But yeah, live streams do really have a positive impact on your watch time, but especially for building a community, which is what we're trying to do here at vidIQ. Okay, success stories done with. Here's another grape. I'm looking at my notes here, and what I've completely forgot to do, as always, is ask you all to... well, how would you... Let me know, when you ask people on your channel, if you do this, when you say, do give us a like, how do you do it? Do you say, smash that like button, hit that like button, gently tickle that like button, caress that like button, cuddle that like button? How do you pitch that to your audience? Because I'm trying to nail down how I want my audience to tap the like button in some sort of entertaining way, and I haven't quite come up with anything yet. So West Bosnia says you should just hit the like button, smash the like button. Tom Nash TV doesn't ask for likes. Reverse psychology for Frank Foti. Hate my video. Well, it's engagement. Luke does outdoors doesn't ask. Well, it's one of those things. If you don't ask, you don't get. And if you only ask once, then I think your viewers are going to let you off. Like, they're not going to complain in the comments. And it only takes 2 or 3 seconds to ask people to press the like button. And what you're asking for there is to help you out with the YouTube algorithm to get a bit more engagement. Chad Garber says, like at the laugh button. Bomb the like button from Dan Quids. BC Truck Rebuild and Repair. You don't ask, but you may start doing that. And yeah, absolutely. Try it, experiment, see if it makes a difference. Same thing with asking people to subscribe to your content and click on a notification bell. I said that in, 3 seconds. It's just a little interlude. You can drop it anywhere in there in the video. And again, if you don't ask, then it might just be that one last thing that pushes a viewer into a fan or into a subscriber. And yeah, if you don't only do it once, then usually your audience isn't going to be too offended by it, since it's quite ubiquitous now on YouTube. So some people ask for in the description. Yeah, you can certainly do that. You can also do it in the comments. You could ask people to like and subscribe. The Wiki Pamela says, my outro video says like and subscribe. Yeah, I used to do that, but I just kind of thought that once you ending the video, the view is kind of done with interacting with your content. So unless it's a really strong call to action, as well on the end screen, you might be wanting to push viewers to other videos at that point. So maybe you want to experiment, putting it in somewhere else, just as a thought. JJR says, if I did, he would simply say, click that like button. Extra mod, I do sub to unlock. That's interesting. So is it almost like a video game achievement that you're saying unlock more by subscribing to the channel? Question from that dad. Okay, we're going on a bit of a tangent here. Who asks, are you guys intimidated by OBS live streaming? Then use OBS lots of templates and takes only a few minutes to set up everything. Also, I think you're saying if you are intimidated by OBS, just spend, what, a couple of minutes setting up all these templates. Yeah, it can be a little daunting, but like with any program, it does take a little bit of a learning curve. But once you're into it, you can set up all these scenes and things, and it does look great. Pair of Paradise here. When I do a top 10, I add a request to subscribe somewhere in the list between numbers and move it around in different places. So yeah, that's another interesting strategy, which I'm thinking of doing on vidIQ actually. I always begin my videos with saying, welcome to vidIQ. If this is your first time here, blah, 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 blah. Subscribe to our channel, click on the notification bell. But it seems like it's a bit formulaic. And I know what you're doing there, Pair of Paradise. You're letting people get immersed in the video and enjoying the video, and it's almost like you're just picking them out of the video experience for just a few seconds, saying, all right, I know you're enjoying this video now because you're 2 minutes in, so why don't you just go one step further and subscribe to the video? And I think that's a good idea. I may start adopting that just so I can jump into the content of my video quicker, so I don't get the audience retention dropping off at the very beginning. So good tip there from Pair of Paradise. Haz says, your tools have helped my channel get over 20,000 views in just 8 weeks. It's 99% you, 0.1% vidIQ, I would imagine, but you're more than welcome, and we always appreciate it when people are very thankful for vidIQ helping out in any way, shape, or form. Okay, let's move on to some vidIQ stuff here. And what I wanted to do was, let's just close that down, is I posted a question. Now at this point, this is where my laptop just grinds to a halt because none of the screens actually work, and it's doing exactly the same thing here, which is really frustrating when you brought up all of the community tabs before starting the live stream and now they're not working. Is it going to work? Is my scroll bar working? The question I wanted to ask people is this one here. And it's going to be like a follow-up question here. It's a question of the week. And it's, what is your favorite vidIQ tool and why? So I want to know in the comments, what's your favorite vidIQ tool? And then following on from that, I'm going to ask you another question, which I'd love to know the answer on. And it means as well that while this screen is up, I can eat grapes, and you don't actually see it, although you can hear it. I'm just going to try and load up some comments. See if I can get any from the actual poll. But yeah, nothing's loading up on my screen. So we'll go through some of your chat results. Sorcerer Studios, tag search results. Chazinator says it's a thumbnail maker. Has definitely the watch time hour stats. Yeah, this one at the very top of the screen. Everybody loves that feature, and I agree 100%. Chazinator can hear me crunching my grapes. He certainly can. Frank 30 SEO score. It feels like, well, you're not gaming the system when it's the SEO score. That's just telling you how well you've optimized your metadata. Luke says the chewing in the headphones. Is that too much? Do you want me to stop chewing the grapes? I will certainly do that. I will gladly take audience feedback if the grapes are too frustrating. Tagging from Musarat, SEO score from Man of Hack, BC Truck Rebuild, Repair, Repurpose, tag search and suggestions has helped me immensely. You're more than welcome. Greenleaf City Videos, tag search and watch time tool. So a lot of the same results coming through here. Baby Tiger says, I don't know, all of them. Well, we do have more than 100 tools, so if you're liking all of them, that's good to hear. Thumbnail maker and tags. SEO research is second. and somebody is in class watching, and you hope you don't get in trouble. So if Anonymous Nova's teacher is also in on a live stream, can you just go to the back of a classroom, please, and give this one a slap on the back of the head and get back to school? Or the phrase I used to love is stay in school, chump, and stop watching vidIQ while school is on. Andy Bailey, copying metadata from one video to another, follow in. Yes, I certainly do that. I will copy tags from one video and then stick it into another video, but then also add my own tags as well. I'll probably delete quite a few of them, but it's just to get me started. Oh, Baby Tiger is in class as well. There's nowhere, I can't throw them off the live stream. It's literally impossible for me to do. But yeah, maybe you should concentrate on your calculus or whatever lesson you are currently in. Okay, so I've learned a little bit about some of the tools that you do like. Let's just get me back on screen here. Now, I want you to tell me, if you were making a tool for vidIQ, what sort of tool would you want? And tell me why. I'll give it a bit of a description. So it's kind of a bit of a market research here. You are my focus group. If you were going to make a vidIQ tool, and let's just put aside you want a tool where you just click on a button, you get more views and subscribers. That's not what we're looking at here. We want something that's going to help you when you create your content to better market it to your audience. So I just want those sorts of ideas for tools. Let me know. And I will eat a grape for 15 seconds. Away from the microphone. The Doberman guy says, a video performing tool. Can you give me a bit more explanation on what that would include? Baby Tiger, like a gaming tool where it shows you what game to play. So you're really talking about what games are trending. We do have a tool called Most Viewed, where you can look at what are the trending topics for video games. vidIQ apps, so people are wanting a mobile app. An optimal video length tool from Brickmove. A view tracker from Greenleaf City. Can you explain more what you mean by a view tracker? Andy Bailey wants a relative score. How does your overall SEO compare to your competitors? Anna Adventures Toy Reviews wants a vidIQ community share. Pair of Dice Paradise. I'd simply like to see a copy of the stats that are displayed on a video page on the video editor page too. Interesting. So the video scorecard on the video editor page. That sounds like an interesting idea and one that might be relatively easy to do. Sorcerer Studios, more info about my audience, what they like to comment on so that I can make videos for them. We do have subscriber analysis, which tells you which where your audience, what channels they're subscribing to and what other videos they're liking. JJR Survival, thumbnail rankings. So if it says whether your thumbnail is good or not. Oh, you're talking about some very technical machine AI learning there. That's high YouTube stuff, I would have thought. But another couple of people are saying thumbnail rater. Christopher asks, I'd love to see something that showed other vidIQ creators who have similar stats and similar content to open more opportunities to collaborate. Okay, so Christopher Duxbury, you would want to use the Most Viewed app, and in that application, you can narrow down by keyword search, you can narrow down by category, but you can also narrow down by size of channel. I think it goes up to like, I'll try and bring it up on screen, but usually everything just goes so slow. Here we go. Maybe it's going to work. If anything loads up. It kind of is. So yeah, this shows you the most viewed videos on YouTube, but you can sort by search terms and put in categories. And I think the one that would be most useful for you is if I scroll down to the bottom, is it gives you the option to limit by size of YouTube channel. So with you being, I think, less than 1,000 subscribers, you could probably do that. I'll come back to that if it does actually appear on screen. So that might be an idea for you. Is it working now? I think I need a new computer. It's not working properly for me. Oh well. So again, when I type in something in the description, the good tag automatically goes to the tag section. Any way to know what videos people specifically subscribe from? You can tell that from the YouTube analytics. If you go to your subscriber analytics and then you go to, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but you can go to find out which videos are generating subscriptions for you. Digital Jedi Master, I wouldn't mind an alternative view of the stats on each video, something more compact with a smaller footprint that I could expand if needed. You can individually resize the video score screens, so if that's what you mean, that is something that's certainly possible. If I, again, let's see if we can get the screen to work. So you have a minimize button here, which you can use to minimize and maximize certain bits of your video scorecard if you wanted to. So maybe that would help. So lots of good ideas there. Some are maybe a little too hard to do, like the thumbnail rater. That's very high level technical stuff. But there's some good suggestions there, and I'm just sort of getting a general feel of what you guys would like to see on vidIQ in the future. That's something I can maybe take back to our development team and see if we can produce anything of interest. And collaborations, yeah, I definitely agree, Christopher. That's something that we certainly need to do more work on to help YouTubers connect with each other. And who knows, in 2018, maybe that's something we can put together. Okay, I did want to show you a couple of new tools from vidIQ this week, though, which we have introduced. Whoa. Whoa. Ha! I've disappeared. Can you still hear me? That's a bit of a disaster. Okay. Another technical hitch. How do we fix this? Rest in peace, Rob. I'm still here. Can you still hear me? Just to check there, I'm going to have to... How do I get my webcam to work now? Still hearing. Okay. Right, I will be back in a minute. I need to restart OBS now because this is broken. So another technical hitch, but I'll be back very soon. Okay, we should be back. I do apologise for that. I've learnt something else new. Just check, can everybody still hear me? Can you all hear me and see me? Is everything back? Hello, I'm back again. Yeah, so what happened there is, and this is something I didn't know, is that when you have Zoom running, but there's nobody actually in Zoom with you to have a conversation, it thinks after 40 minutes it's idle, and then closes down the conversation and ends the chat, which kind of ruins something for later on. So I'm going to try and have to fix that now while I'm doing other things as well. Usual, typical live streamy disaster moments going on here. And now I'm out of sync as well. Yeah, what's going on here? All these crazy things. My audio is off. Okay, I'm going to, in that case, let me just stop the video. Does that work now? No, I'm still out of sync, aren't I? Let's try this. This is all fantastic stuff for a live stream. Okay, that's not working, so I'm going to disappear again, and I will be back in a minute where I should be able to get the audio syncing. People saying it's fine now? No, it's definitely not right. Okay, I'm going to be back in a minute again because I need to close down OBS and use a different webcam. Yeesh. Okay, let's try that again. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I am back, kind of. I should be synced now, and I'll probably look a lot better because I'm... not on Zoom anymore. Just check Can anybody hear me? Am I working? Are things good? Is this the worst live stream from vidIQ so far? Hello, welcome back. Yes, people can hear me. That's better, thank you. Okay, so let me give you the story on this, and I'm going to have to let somebody down big time here, unfortunately. So what I wanted to do is, I wanted to, towards the end of this live stream, invite some of you into the live stream through Zoom. And if you check at the bottom of the video description here on Zoom, on this video, you will see I put in a secret link. And that secret link was to invite you to the live stream so that you could jump on and talk to me. But obviously, once the 40-minute idle situation happened, that closed that conversation. And then when I reloaded Zoom, I had the audio sync issue. So I've had to abandon that. So unfortunately, Christopher Duxbury, who is on the live stream, who had the secret code and I was going to invite in, can't now because it's all gone terribly wrong. So I think the next time I experiment with this, I'll have to remember to invite people into the Zoom chat a little earlier before things are an absolute catastrophe and it doesn't work. So I do apologize for that, but that's one of the reasons why I tested it in the Friday live stream to see whether or not it would work. So there we are, and I'm going to sulk with a grape there, unfortunately. Okay, instead, let's show you some new tools that we have here at vidIQ. We've added a small addition to our video scorecard, which is right here, if you can see it. We've added some social metrics to channels. So this is a vidIQ channel, and we now tell you how many Twitter followers a channel has, how many Instagram followers a channel has, and how many Facebook followers a channel has, if they have linked their social media channels, platforms, to their YouTube page through the About page. So it only works if all of those things are connected. And of course, with these metrics, if you click on the metric, it will automatically take you to their social media platform, like I'm going to Twitter now, where vidIQ is. So that's just a little thing that we've added to help you maybe contact or interact with a channel outside of YouTube. So let me know what your thoughts are on that tool, or if we could make it any better. I thought it would be a nice little way to give you multiple ways to contact a YouTuber, so you don't have to really look through the description or go to their channel page and look at their social media settings there. You can just click on a button on the video scorecard and boom, you're straight there. You can send them a DM or a tweet them, or whatever ways to contact them is possible. The other tool we've done is, and this one's still a little bit in development, we'd want to do a bit more work on this one before I do a video on it to officially unveil it, but if you're editing videos and you go to the tag section now, we've added an autocomplete to the tag. So watch here, if I write a tag, I'm going to put how to get more views. As you can see, it still needs a little bit of work, but what's happening here is it's brought up loads of suggestions. So if I click on that one, that should add it as a tag. Again, it's going really slowly, which isn't helping us, but how to get more views on Instagram. If I do another one, so if I just leave it as how to, it'll give you loads of different options, like how to make slime, how to kiss, how to basic. But it gets more intelligent as you type in more tags. So how to get views, hopefully that should update. But again, this might be because our computer is going a little slow, but how to get views on YouTube 2018, how to get views for free. And this is kind of all the autocomplete that you might get if you are typing the same search into the top of your search bar up here. In the search bar here, it's kind of a similar tool. But obviously, if you are a Boost member, we do have recommended tags here, which gives you a much longer list and probably a lot more relevant and a bit more niche to your areas, as it's looking at all of your tags, not just the tag that you're typing in for that particular search. So these are in isolation. If I maybe put in WWE, for example, that gives me lots of options for related things to the Royal Rumble and stuff, but obviously those aren't related to the tags that I'm doing down here. So yeah, that's something that we're still working on a little bit. So if you can, bear with us, and we're going to make some more improvements to it. It is free to a certain point of Videoless Kinder TV. I think you get a certain number of tags shown for free, and then if you're on one of the higher tiers, then you get more tags shown. So by all means, do just have a play of it and see what you get. But as I say, still a little bit in development, and I'll be giving you more information in a lot more detail in a future video once we've sort of perfected what we're looking at there. So yeah, JJR's saying, notice the autocomplete there. Yep, good stuff. So do let us know what you think about these new tools, maybe in the conversations on Twitter or on YouTube. And yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts. We're always very keen to know what you think of these particular tools that we have here at vidIQ. Okay, now, to finish off this live stream, I wanted to do something a little special. Kind of. I want you to do a channel review. So I'm not going to do this channel review. I want you to do a channel review of somebody's channel, because I just want to have an understanding of what you think of somebody's channel. Like, are you starting to think about the different YouTube fundamentals? I'm not going to give too much feedback on this channel. I just want to know what you think of it, and where you think there may be improvements to be made, and where you think this channel is doing something right. Because this person sent a really good long email, just wanted to know about his channel, and he wasn't able to properly attend a channel review on Tuesday. But I don't want to review his channel yet. But I would love to know what you think of somebody's channel, just to get an insight on how you're looking at people's work. So this is the channel. And I think what I'm going to do is, let me just bring that up. Right. So first of all, I want you to look at the channel layout, and I want you to try and tell me what you think of the channel in terms of what do you think it's about. Is it clear in the channel layout page? So here it is. I'll remove me. And yeah, I'll just give you maybe half a minute to a minute. And let me know what you think of the channel in terms of its layout, the channel banner, some people are saying they can't see it properly. Okay, let's see if we can help you out there. Let's change it to that one. Maybe that will help you. So some people are thinking, your real estate whisperer says you think it's about comedy. Driving obsession tells me it's about you are confused. JJR says it's an entertainment news. Somebody saying it's a great channel banner. Yeah. The banner can't be read on mobile. That's an interesting feedback. I guess it may cut off subscribe and enable notifications. So good insight there. JJR saying that it's a good banner, says lots of info. Frank Foti thinks it's about a talent show. I'm going to scroll down now. Let's see if you can work it out from some of these videos in the playlist. Somebody else saying that the banner is beautiful. Subscribe arrow is in the wrong place in the banner. So yeah, Luke, you're saying that it probably needs to be on the right side, not the left side. Interesting. Christopher says, I like the banner quite a lot. Very obviously an entertainment channel. I'm assuming it's trying to emulate ET. Entertainment. Is it entertainment something or other? I don't know. A call to action in the banner is incredible. Good idea, yeah. News about recent TV shows. Okay, so that's like some of the trending topics on the playlist. Now let me go to the videos, and I want you to tell me about what you think of the titles and the thumbnails, and then maybe that gives you a good idea of the channel. Christopher says, good branding in the thumbnails with consistent colour. It'd be interesting to see if there's a preview or a channel trailer. Well, I don't think there is because I'm not subscribed to this channel, so what you see is what you get. Now, Wiki Pamela says thumbnails and titles look like clickbait. Now, my response to that would be, if you think about the target audience, which is entertainment news, does there not need to be a certain element of clickbaity about it to get your target audience to watch the videos? West Bosnian says needs text on the thumbnails. Too much Logan Paul, but for you there may be too much Logan Paul, but is this channel focused on Logan Paul, or is Logan Paul just an aspect of the content? So now we're getting an idea. Your real estate whisperer, it says it's about celebrity news scandals. I think the thumbs give the impression that they're clips and not news. Okay, so that's interesting. You're saying that maybe it's not actually original content. It could just be content from news articles. So maybe that means that the channel needs to include themselves in the video. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play a video. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we'll play maybe 30 seconds to a minute of a video and then give me your opinion. Christopher Duxbury is telling me it's hard to tell if it's a celebrity news opinion channel or just celebrity news channel. Okay, let's watch a video and see what happens. Let me know about the video production quality and stuff like that when it loads up.
But I must say, as women, when we have families, we always put everything before us.
Wendy Williams announced that she will be taking a 3-week hiatus after being diagnosed with this surprising medical condition. Everyone that watches my channel knows that I am a huge Wendy Williams fan, and today I sadly report that she is not doing so well. On Tuesday, Wendy announced that she will be taking some time off her show due to medical issues. Just last week, Wendy fell dangerously ill and was forced to cancel 3 back-to-back shows. The star told the public that she was suffering from flu-like conditions and that she would return to the public eye starting Monday and be completely healthy to go for weeks to come. Sadly for Wendy and her fans, that would not be the case as she was diagnosed with a pretty severe medical issue. Make sure you subscribe right now for more Wendy Williams and entertainment news updates. Today on her show, Wendy...
Okay, so that was a minute of the video. So we got news coming through, we got comments coming through. Somebody said, your real estate whisperer, you'd love him. Christopher Duxbury saying, yeah, very reminiscent of E.T. I like the editing, TMZ style, but nice. Thanks, cooking. It's like Philip DeFranco. Can he use free photos and videos of famous people? I think if it's that's obviously a typical copyright question, but I guess if it's for news purposes, then that would be allowed if you're using short clips and you're adding something to the conversation. JR says, I rarely watch videos like these, so I find it hard to say if it's good or not. But you can see like the graphics and the video editing and the sharpness and the production quality. Great call to action. Would definitely like to have seen it earlier, but very smooth. So yeah, was that the Twitter and the Twitter notification that came in about a minute? These videos look personality driven, so I think he needs to be more present in the thumbs and in his profile image. So good feedback. So yeah, this is fantastic feedback, and this channel currently has 980 subscribers. So at this point now, do you think this channel should have more subscribers, less subscribers? Or what would be your summaries of this channel? Yeah, he's definitely putting a lot of effort into the videos. I absolutely agree. I think the channel has been active for about a year now, Christopher, or 6 months to a year. So most people are thinking he probably deserves more subs. More subs. Yeah, I'm in general agreement here. I think the video production quality is brilliant, and the great video, but the thumbnails could have been better. It's like he's gotten a little lazy on those. Okay, so more good feedback. So I've given my. He sent me a long email, and it was a really good email. And he was saying he's really committed to this and passionate, and you can obviously see the passion in this video. And I completely agree. This is excellent stuff. And it was just one of those typical issues where the YouTuber thinks that his channel is doing really well, but why is it not being successful? And I described it as one of those YouTube algorithmic anomalies where you probably have thousands of channels that are like this, and sometimes for whatever reason YouTube just doesn't push the content, and so maybe it's time to try something different. And I gave you sort of similar opinions as well. I was talking about how I think that the channel name Timothy Back, can that resonate correctly with the audience? Do people want to go to a channel about celebrity news gossip, which is effectively somebody's name? But again, the other argument is that the personality behind the channel could be what drives the content. I also said that perhaps his content, his thumbnails, his titles weren't clickbaity enough because of the audience that you're trying to appeal to. And maybe the titles need more sensationalist adjectives in there, such as ditched or fixed or fake news or scandal or something that has more of an impact than the title here. But of course, this is all opinions. But I just thought it'd be interesting to learn of your opinions on this channel and lots of fantastic feedback. And I'm hopefully gonna be in contact with this channel and just say, hey, we did a group channel review of your channel, and these are the opinions that came back. So I hope you can take them on board as a very constructive criticism and feedback, and see how you get on with that. Okay, I just need to find the right button. It's that one. No, it's not that one. Let's see if we can get me back on chat. There we are. I've appeared again. Hello, everyone. Okay, so thank you very much for your feedback there. Really is appreciated. And that brings us up to 12 o'clock. And as usual, I would like you to recommend me whether I should go for a Starbucks or pizza for lunch. The current situation outside with the weather is that it is not snowing anywhere near as bad as before. It's light snow. So I think it's going to be okay to go for a bit of a stroll there and maybe take some pictures of this winter wonderland. Simulation with Daniel says Starbucks. He's the first to answer, so I think I'm going to have a Starbucks today. And the particular sandwich I like from Starbucks is a chicken Santa Fe. So that is top of my agenda. I know a lot of people say pizza, and if I had pizza every week, then you would start to see me slowly balloon out from live stream to live stream. So there we are, folks. That is a Friday feeling. Thank you very much for watching. And as usual, enjoy the rest of your video making day. Have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you all for the Tuesday channel live stream. Until then, bye for now.